foods such as milk, cheese, eggs, dairy products. These are high in protein, and they break down into amino acids, they break down into urea. The body has to get rid of them. And in order to get rid of these foods that are high in protein, the body has to pull calcium in order to get rid of this acid that is in the body. And by getting rid of these acid, by getting rid of using the calcium to get rid of the acid from the body loses calcium. I'll give you a good example. In North America, for example, we eat a high amount of animal product in the form of cheese, milk, dairy products. In countries, they find where the meat production or meat intake is less, people do not end up with osteoporosis. Wow. For example, you have in Africa, in India, you have in Africa, for example, there's a Bantu tribe. It's an African tribe. Those women have in their lifetime about 12 to 14 children. Their intake of meat is about 47 grams of protein a day. In North America, we take 3 times of that. And yet those women do not end up with osteoporosis. Wow. We have, for example, the Eskimos. They have a high intake of protein, a high intake of fats, dairy products, cheese and so on, and guess what happens? They end up with a higher incidence of osteoporosis. I'd like to just show you, for example, in my book here, these are high in protein, and they break down into amino acids, they break down into urea. The body has to get rid of them. And in order to get rid of these foods that are high in protein, the body has to pull calcium in order to get rid of this acid that is in the body. And by getting rid of these acid, by getting rid of using the calcium to get rid of the acid from the body loses calcium. I'll give you a good example. In North America, for example, we eat a high amount of animal product in the form of cheese, milk, dairy products. In countries, they find where the meat production or meat intake is less, people do not end up with osteoporosis. Wow. For example, you have in Africa, in India, you have in Africa, for example, there's a Bantu tribe. It's an African tribe. Those women have in their lifetime about 12 to 14 children. Their intake of meat is about 47 grams of protein a day. In North America, we take 3 times of that. And yet those women do not end up with osteoporosis.
Global Deliverance Ministry invites you to their church services on Sundays starting at 11 a.m. where Pastor Donovan Drummond and Pastor Annetta Drummond are the host pastors. They are located at 7007 Islington Avenue, Unit 26, Toronto, Ontario. Contact 647-224-9381 or 905-458-9381.
So you're going to talk a little bit about what's in the book?
Oh yes, this book is called Proof Positive, and it's written by an MD, Dr. Neil Nedley. And in this book, I'd like to point out a bit about the relationship between calcium intake and hip fractures. And this would address our topic on osteoporosis. And what it's showing us here, that in countries, for example, New Zealand and Sweden, for example, the intake of calcium is so high, you know, and these people end up with high amount of fractures. Whereas it shows you in South America and Singapore and New Guinea, where the calcium intake in the form of meat and dairy products is so low. And look at their incidence of fractures is so very low.
Wow.
So, this whole thing about more calcium, more meats, more dairy product is going to safeguard us does not hold up any weight. I mean, research has shown it. And we've seen it in the Bantu tribes. We've seen it, how low their intake of calcium is in the form of, the proteins and all of that, and how their rate of osteoporosis is low, as opposed to the Eskimos, where their intake is so high, and yet their fracture incidences are higher.
Amazing. 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 The next question is, how can we exercise? How can exercise help to lower the risk of diseases such as cancer, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, etc.?
Okay. Again, if we look back at obesity, as we said, overweight, it helps us in our road to heart disease, diabetes, sleep apneas, cancers. When we exercise, wonderful things are happening in our bodies. Number one, we're losing calories, we're burning up.
Right.
We are taking in more oxygen in the body, and we're increasing our white cells. These are the soldiers in our body.
Wow.
Also, by giving the body more oxygen, we're able to think better, the body is more active. Exercise also helps to build strong bones and muscles.
That's right.
It also helps to build collateral blood vessels. It also helps us to lose weight. Exercise also releases something called interleukin-1,
That's right.
which spurs the production of interleukin-2.
Wow.
And this also helps to, they help to get rid of cancer cells. All right? By increasing exercise and increasing your white cells, as I said, you're increasing the soldiers in your body. So it helps to build the immune system, the defense system. Also, exercise helps to release the happy hormones, the endorphins. And when we're happy, our immune systems are happier. We feel less pain. There's more pleasure in the body. So all of this helps the body to improve. It builds our immune system.
That's good. What if someone out there would be saying, I can't exercise? What would you recommend them to do?
Okay, walking. Walking is a good form of exercise. And by walking, we are loosening up our joints. We're taking in more fresh air. We don't have to go jumping like these athletics, boys and girls, but just walking. At least 20 minutes, half an hour walk a day, 3-4 times a week. It's going to do us good.
Good, very good.
It's going to do us good.
Good. We're just going to wrap it up. How is red wine beneficial to the heart?
Okay. Red wine, it's not the alcohol in the wine. And it's not the alcohol in the wine that's beneficial to us, because we know that wine, when we drink wine, it contributes to a 30% increase of breast cancers, ovarian cancers. It also increases the risk of heart disease. It increases the risk of different types of cancers. And it also contributes to road accidents. What is great about the red wine is what's in the red wine. And that is something from the grapes called resveratrol. What resveratrol does, it helps to to dilate the blood vessels. It helps to lower the resistance, so blood is able to flow through nicely, flow smooth. Flowing of blood, and because of that, it also decreases the resistance of the workload in the heart and the blood vessels. And it also, resveratrol also helps to eat the plaque away in our heart and in blood vessels. Why? Because resveratrol in the grapes itself. And other fruits and vegetables helps to, they contribute something called L-arginine. And this helps to produce something called nitric acid. Nitric acid also relaxes the blood vessels, and it helps to release chest pain, helps to lower the workload on the heart, and also helps to eat away plaque. So there are many, many benefits from a plant-based diet. And yes, the resveratrol and the grapes, they're excellent for us.
That's good. We're not telling anybody to go out there and drink now. We're just saying that the red wine is good for the body. Don't overly access to drink, okay? We're just pointing out that the red wine is very good, essential for the body, right?
And if you really, really want the true benefits, try the grapes.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Amen.
So keep healthy, be wise, practice good lifestyle. Exercise and diet will go a long way to improving health.
That's good. That's good. I just want to thank you very, very much for coming.
Very welcome.
Mr. Irma Tomby, thank you very much. God will richly bless you. She's available for seminars and any teaching at all on health. You call her. Just want to thank everyone, thank the viewers for watching. Thanks to Irma for coming. Thanks to the participants that really helped out today. I just want to say your donation is will be very greatly appreciated. Send your donation to the address on the screen, and God will richly, richly bless you. We're really in need just to keep this program going. This is geared towards assisting the less fortunate, and we are really helping in the community. God bless you. Until then.